because then people, I think people put it into a different realm, because it's not just for business. It's for all these different aspects of your life.
No, it sounds like you guys are solving a huge problem that people, I mean, I don't think when people realize how the technology can help change their life for the better, I think more people will be open to it. I think there's a lot of insecurity around AI, and people are maybe afraid to use it, or afraid of this or afraid of that. And I think when you make these new technologies and these new ideas, and you actually get them to the forefront, and you can show people these are the things that we can do for you, this is the benefit, this is the help, I think people will connect more to those things and welcome them in their life, and they won't have this wall around them. So I'm really interested to see how all of this plays out, because it sounds super cool, dude.
100%. And I can actually tell you that idea of being able to compare your past months and like what you've done to the months before, that was Elena's idea. That was me talking to Elena saying, hey, like, this is what we're currently working on. This is how we're setting it up. And Elena's like, hey, did you actually think of this issue of it becoming too static and too rigid? And I was like, no, I didn't. What would you think I should fix that? And she's like, this is how you can do it. And I immediately went to one of my engineers, Felipe, and I was like, Felipe, we didn't think of this. And we were both so excited, because we're doing something that a lot of people haven't done yet. So a lot of things is really trial and error and experimentation. And one part of the back end that was a huge piece of experimentation that was actually inspired by a movie. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Blade Runner 2049, and this is not an ad or a promotion or anything like that, but in Blade Runner 2049, they have clones. And in these clones, they implant memories in the clones to make them more relatable to the users, to real people. Mm-hmm. And so I brought this to my developers, and I was like, guys, let's try this. So what we found was it makes the companion or the sidekick so much more human and personable. So instead, like right now, if you go to ChatGPT and you say, what did you do this weekend? ChatGPT will be like, oh, I don't experience weekends like you. Like, that's not what I do, blah, blah, blah. But if you have this little spark of a memory that you've implanted, so a spark can be anything from you went to a food festival and tried yummy food, or you tripped over air and everybody was looking at you, like something like that. What it'll do is it'll pick one of these sparks and create an entire story about it based off of the interactions it's had with you, the relatableness of it, and then its own personality that you've trained it to be. And that's the story it'll tell you. So instead of saying, oh, I don't experience weekends the same way you do, it'll be like, oh, I went to the beach and I actually tried some surfing for the first time, but it didn't. Like, it'll tell you a story, which in my opinion is one of the reasons that these AI or chatbots that are out there aren't personable, because they have no personality. They're so dull, they're so droll. And we're effectively changing that. And the inspiration for this is a question that you asked me before that I didn't answer, was Mega Man. So Mega Man was a show that I grew up on that I was obsessed with as a child.